11 days after or 12 days after, I started to exhibit like sort of symptoms of the coronavirus. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're out here, I'm StenoTV. Welcome, stay for a bit and click that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video. Right, so welcome to quarantine. We are in the 4th week of quarantine, of lockdown here in the Philippines, and I still have not run out of things to do, which is surprising because I easily get bored of stuff. But anyway, one of my agendas for today is to fix a tidy up a storage space that I last tidied up in 2017, I believe. Let me just show you what it looks like now. So this is the storage space that I was referring to. It's a cabinet in our hallway, second floor hallway, and I believe it needs a little bit of tidying up. Well, in my case, I feel like it needs a little bit tidying up. Some of you might think that it's not necessary, but it's quite dusty, as you can see there. It's quite dusty and it needs a little bit of dusting. The last time I tidied this room up was back in 2017, but I think it's prime time to do that again. Before we do this, let's just have a really quick lunch and start with this whole tidying up process. So let me tell you a story about a scare that I had during this quarantine, early on in the quarantine actually. So last time I went out was March 16th. That was to do a quick supply run because we didn't have supplies here at home. As you can see now, I went to the grocery with my brother and my mom to collect some stuff so we could have supplies at home. But then 11 to 13 days into like the self-quarantine, since I went out on March 16th, 11 days after or 12 days after, I started to exhibit like sort of symptoms of the coronavirus. That was the neighbor. I'm not sure if you could hear that, but that's the neighbor. First thing I felt was lightheadedness, and that I felt it for several days. I mean, it wasn't really constant, but every day I felt it from time to time. And it was a weird feeling because it started like that, but the next day I would feel fine, but as the day progresses, I feel lightheaded again. Then slowly dizziness started to set in. I thought it was because of my motion sickness. I started playing Call of Duty Warzone with my friend Kyle and George. We played almost every day since the quarantine happened. And I thought it was because of my motion sickness that I felt lightheadedness, until the fact that my body started aching at some point. Probably that was 14th day, around the 14th day mark or 15th day. My body was very painful. I mean, it was tolerable, but it was still painful and uncomfortable. So yeah, then a few days later I started having like the sniffles. So I thought I was going to go down with the flu. There was one time I was playing Warzone and I really didn't feel so good. I felt lightheadedness, headache, dizziness, and my body ached, and my voice already changed because of the mucus that's on my nose and on my throat. Eventually it went away. Tomorrow will be my 21st day of quarantine, so that's probably past the incubation period, and I feel very fine now. And it was just a scare, so yeah. Now let's eat this pizza that I have. I know it's just plain pizza. I mean, it's just plain cheese pizza because I'm a boring. Yeah, let's just go ahead and eat this because it's gonna be cold, so we can start tidying up the storage space. Done. As you can see, I've arranged the boxes of the toys here and the supplies on this cabinet. So we've got the toilet rolls, the tissues, the shampoos, the soaps, and the electricals over here, batteries, and the light bulb. took us longer than expected, but we should soldier on. We still have a little bit of time before dinner, so the next agenda on my list for today is actually going to be working out. But since I'm coming back from an injury of my sciatic nerve, I'm going to take it a little bit easy. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is 10 reps of push-ups for 2 sets, then 1 minute planks for 2 sets again, and 20 reps of 2 sets of squats. So that's what I'm going to do for the meantime. So let's just get started. Alright, so I am done now, and I didn't expect to be this tired. It's been a while, I know, but it's way less than what I used to do. But anyway, since this lockdown has started, you know, it's a high chance that our physical activities have lessened to a very minimal amount. So it's important to keep up in shape with your normal physical activity that you used to do before the lockdown. So try and devise like routines or workouts that you can do at home so that you can keep up in shape and keep up with your normal physical activity before the lockdown. So I'm done taking a shower and a little bit of few extra bits in the bathroom. But anyway, I'm also done eating my dinner, which was a barbecue fish with peanut sauce and stir-fried vegetables. Since Ash Wednesday, I have not been eating any beef, pork, and chicken for the Lenten season. So I'm about to finish that abstinence on Easter Sunday. So that's 45 days of no beef, chicken, or pork. And I survived this year, no cheating or whatsoever, I believe. Or if I missed any, probably I did once or twice, but I don't recall any. Now I'm just waiting for the guys to get ready themselves. I'm waiting for Kyle, Migs, and Paul. We're going to be filming a sort of podcast type of video that Paul and I started 3 weeks ago. And we're really having fun with, you know, filming the whole podcast thing. Now I have to set up my table over here for the video shoot to make that podcast thing happen. So why don't I just plot you guys over here and let's get things done. Right, now everything is done, my setup. The mic is here, camera is over there, webcam, and of course my PC where the guys' faces will be appearing real soon. One thing I found actually earlier while organizing or, you know, tidying up that storage space is this gigantic display fan. If it will open, it is, I think it's hand painted. I'm not really sure where this came from, but I found it there. It's not being used, so I asked my mom if she wants to display this somewhere, because it's actually, you hang it. You can see, not sure if you can see, but like here, let me just quickly flip it. Those two cable ties over there, that's where you put the nail or the hook that you need to put, or you need to hang this on. So she said she's not planning on hanging this anytime soon, so I thought, why not I, you know, use it and hang it on my wall. This wall over here needed something to balance out the star map that I have over there, and I have been struggling to find something that matches that one. I originally planned on buying like world map or something like that, have it framed and hang it over there, but instead this can go perfectly there because it's almost the same size as that star map frame over there. Now once that's hang there soon, we don't have any hooks left. The ones that I used on my frames over here, they're already out of stock in this house. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that until the lockdown is lifted so I can buy some hooks. But now, we play the waiting game for the podcast to start.
Di ba? Hindi po ba kayo nagtataka, mga viewers? Kasi lockdown po. Lockdown, tas ang init-init.
Right, so we've done the podcast episode. Here are the guys. Okay, they turned off their cameras for some reason. we've got Paul and we've got Kyle. That's what I've been doing for, these days and quarantine. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on that bell icon to get notified when I upload next. And I hope you guys are staying safe, stay home, and wash your hands, don't touch your face, keep safe in general. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the future. Bye!